Welcome to Mr. Watson's Math. Today we are in the Oxford Year 5 book looking at Unit 5, Topic 5, which is all about time. You can see at the top here, digital clock and analogue clock straight away. Times before noon are called AM times. Times between noon and midnight are called PM times. Thank you, Mr. Budgie. There are two main types of clock, analogue clocks and digital clocks. Analogue clocks have been around for hundreds of years. Digital clocks are more recent. Write the times under the clocks using AM or PM. So look at the clue here. When we're at school, pen's not working there. At school, and it's, what have we got? 10 past 9. So we know that that's going to be in the morning. So we're going to go 9. It's going to be hard to fit this in here with my pen. Okay, you guys can do a lot better, neater job than that one, but continue finishing all of those off. Some digital clocks have an indicator to show AM and PM. Draw each time on the analogue clock. Write whether each time is AM or PM. So we've got here, that's just an example. Then we've got A, 8:35. So thinking about where 8:35 is going to be. Again, this is going to be really hard. Make sure you do this with your rulers. And if it's 8:35, the little hand's going to be halfway between those two. All right, and then we're going to go 8:35. Oh, hang on, indicator. Yep, I was right, PM. Okay, so look at the little indicator symbol at the top when you're finishing those ones. Okay, moving on. On the 24-hour clock, on a 24-hour clock, the times continue past 12 to 13, 14, and so on. 24-hour times are usually written as 4 digits with no spaces. Midnight is 0000. Fill in the 24-hour and AM and PM times on this timetable. So you can see up the top, we've got AM and PM times, and then down the bottom, we've got 24-hour times. So this one's pointing, we've got 1 AM, I'd assume 2 AM, then 3 AM. So I can be confident now that I've gone through that and checked it. That's going to be 2 AM. This one here, we've got 100 hours, 200 hours. This one's 300 hours. Just make sure you put the 0 first on these ones for our 24-hour times. Finishing off the rest of those. Convert these times to 24-hour times. For example, 8:15 AM becomes 8:15 hours. So 10 AM is going to be 0, nope. I can add that in straight away actually, 1,000 hours there. Okay, the PMs are a little bit tricky, we might find, well, let's do a PM one. So when I'm doing a PM one, I need to add 12 to that. So 12 plus another 3 is 15, so it's going to be 30 hours, okay? Write these events as 24-hour and AM and PM times. The time I leave school, so you're going to have to work out that one, AM and PM time or 24-hour time. Owen's football match starts at 14:20 hours and lasts for 45 minutes. Show the starting and finishing times on the analogue and digital clocks. So you're going to work out the starting time and the finishing time. Okay, let's move on to the next pages here. We've got here, fill in the gaps to show these times in 4 different ways. Remember to use the PM indicator if necessary. Well, it should be AM or PM. I guess it can be different, can't it? So you've got to do the analogue clock, got to do the digital clock. Don't forget to show the indicator there. And then we've got to write it in AM, PM time and 24-hour time. This is Sam's timetable for Friday at school. Use the information to complete these activities. At what time does math lesson begin? Use AM and PM time. So what's his math lesson? So it looks like we've got sport at 9, math starts at 10, recess at 11. So his math lesson begins at 10 AM. 10 AM. All right. Digital clocks are used for 24-hour time as well as AM, PM times. Rewrite the times on these 24-hour clocks. Okay, so you've got to write those in 24-hour clocks. Remember the indicator is there, so look for the indicator. On to our extended practice. We've got a big timetable there, a big train going through. You may have heard of a train called Puffing Billy. It was built in Victoria over 100 years ago. Puffing Billy got its name because it is a steam engine. Above, you can see part of a timetable for people who want to take a ride on Puffing Billy. Use the information to complete the following activities. So using that timetable just there. How long does the 10:30 train take to get from Belgrave to Menzies Creek? So the 10:30 train from Belgrave to Menzies Creek. So it will arrive at Menzies Creek at 10:53. So you've got 10:30 to 10:53, and you've got to work out how many minutes that's going to be. And the same for the rest of those questions. Just read them really carefully and use the information on the table to answer them.